All right, so the other day I had made a video called working a 9 to 5 job is not what I expected. And there was a lot of mixed comments in there, a lot of good ones too, a lot of people seeing my point of view, and I was able to resonate with a lot of people. But I was simply offering my point of view. I'm not trying to sound ungrateful or be ungrateful about my job. I love my job. I'm glad I got it. I was simply just expressing how I felt in that moment. And it just made it like I see a lot of comments that make it seem like I'm ungrateful or I'm a lazy, and I see people saying like this generation is doomed. This is the type of men we got growing up now. I'm like, bro, this is why mental health is at the state that it is, because you have other men telling men that it's not okay for them to express their feelings. Like, ain't nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with having emotions. Like, you know what I mean? Like we grow up in an environment where we're like, we got to repress our emotions, and then you have people that crash out and then y'all be surprised. And like let me not say I used to. I feel like I have nice guy tendencies. Like I used to be told that a lot. I remember I was talking to this one girl in the past, like high school-ish, and then she was like, you have all these tattoos and things of that nature, and you're just like super nice. You're like a teddy bear. I'm like, I guess, yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, part of the reason of me getting tattoos is like to prove the point, like, despite what people look like, they can still be a good person. And I know people's going to judge regardless. That's not something I can control, and that's just human nature. But 9 times out of 10, the people that do have tattoos are good people, compared to the ones that don't. Not trying to make it like a tattoos versus no tattooed, but usually 9 times out of 10 people that I've met in my life that have tattoos are like way nicer than the people that don't. They're just like super judgmental sometimes. I'm not talking about everyone. I'm just talking about the preface. Maybe you can relate on that point. But going back to the point, yeah, she said I was like super nice. I was like a teddy bear. And that wasn't what she expected. And that was the last time she had a conversation with me. I don't know if she expected me to be like rah and like ghetto or whatever, but like, I'm from Brooklyn, New York, and a lot of the women in that space, they like that kind of energy. And like, if you come off as intelligent or just nice, you know what I mean? Then you won't have the success you want to have in, I guess, when it comes to like relationships and things of that nature. But the funny thing about that whole thing is like, when you put your foot down, people get like surprised by the outcome of it, like being like, oh, you're overreacting. I'm like, no, I gave you chance after chance after chance after chance, and now you're surprised when I actually be like, okay, you know what, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So this is why the men like has a high, off themselves rate. People are just like, doing things to themselves, and they're not seeing the next day. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. I don't want to say the word because that's a sensitive topic, and YouTube doesn't like that. But I just want to come on here and talk about it because I feel like it's really like contradicting, and it's not fair that we kind of gotta, as men, we kind of gotta just take all the weight and just walk around like this all day. And if we have a problem and we express that, it's like, man, grow a pair of balls. I'm like, bro, like, I simply just got on the internet and talked about my job experience. I don't hate my job. I love it. I'm not going to quit. You know what I'm saying? That's not the point of the video. And I expressed that in the video. I said, I'm not going to quit. I just came on the internet, expressed my feelings, and people took it as, oh yeah, this dude is just, look at this guy, ungrateful. I wish I could make the amount of money you made. I wish I was in your position. I said it 1,000 times in the video. I was like, yo, I'm not trying to be ungrateful. I literally vocalized it like 1,000 times in the same video. And I asked in the comments, I said, yo, if you guys in the comments make more than 200K, 150K, 6 figures, I know there's somebody out there that feels the same way, even though they make more money than me. I know someone feels the same day, because the feeling of working 8 to 9 hours a day is just not a natural thing for someone to do. Like, it's not our natural thing as a human being to do. And that's all I was saying in that video. I was just saying, hey, is this it? Like, we just make a lot of money and just go, like, that's it, and just go on to the next life or whatever is after this. that was the point of that video. And the thought just dawned on me. I'm not depressed. I just wanted to open your minds up a little bit and have a conversation. But a lot of people took it as, oh yeah, this dude's been a little bitch. Pardon my French, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just going verbatim. I'm off the topic, off the comments that I read. I'm like, man, this is crazy. I see why men are the way that they are. And then you got the red pill, the black pill, all that, you know what I'm saying? Like that emphasize, oh yeah, be mad strong, be this, you know what I mean? Like you can't have feelings. I'm like, there's some good ideologies in the red pill, great, but not all of it. Like some of y'all get so stuck on that side that y'all don't look around. Y'all get like red eyes. You feel me? Like y'all gotta balance some of this information out and offer like assistance to other men, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's what makes like brotherhoods, manhood, and that's what you don't have other men like trying to shoot and kill other men, because that's when you get the situations where you get the fighting, the shooting, and you got dudes crashing out and shooting shorties up because they get rejected by. It just takes one thing. I'm not saying it's justifiable because that's crazy, but I'm saying like their mental health is so far gone because they have no one to talk to or no one to like offload the stress to. Not saying you should be offloading your stress on anybody, but you should have people that you're able to like, hey man, I'm not feeling really good today. Let me get some perspective. You know what I mean? And I used to think that was a bad thing because I came from like, let me just give y'all a little context on the situation. So high school wasn't really the best experience for me. It was good, but there was a lot of like self-development and just a lot of things that I learned and wasn't really happy with. And that was just a byproduct of what I was going through at home too. Not saying my parents was terrible by any means. They did their best and that's all they could have done. I look back on it now and I'm like, yo, they did their best. I can't really fault them for that. No one has perfect households. But long story short, high school was really, I didn't feel like I was seen. You know what I mean? And I took a lot of that pain and kind of just walked around with it. And some of my friends, like, I would have a really bad day. I would come in, like my mood was unpredictable. Like I realized these things. Look, I had some good friends. I'm still friends with them today. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of my actions, when I was going through a lot of shit, I kind of pushed everybody away. You know what I mean? And I still have those tendencies now, if I'm being honest. But when I see it come up, I'm like, hold on. This is my opportunity to come talk to my friends because that's what brings us closer. Before I get overwhelmed with life and things of that nature, things are not going my way, I will just isolate myself from everybody and come back out when things got better. And it worked. It allowed me to create my own YouTube channel and become successful and things of that nature. But it was like, after all of that success, it was like, I was still lonely at the end of the day. I'm okay with being alone. That's not the problem. At least I think I am. But like at the end of the day, I still like after I did my videos, I uploaded, you know, I made the $15,000 a month. It was just like, now what? I don't have nobody to share my experiences with. So whenever my friends would come into town, they wanted to go to the club. I'm like, bro, what you need? Oh, word! I remember me and my friends. We went to the club, you know, where they be swinging on the pole and shit, right? They came to come see me because I was living in Vegas at the time, and I said, "Bro, what's up? We outside. Let's turn up." Bro, like they had the best time. And I'm not trying to flex here, but when I was making like good money, this is not a good example of what you should do with your money, by the way. But like life is about like having fun and just having experiences, so, right? So they came down, we at the club, we having a good time. Shorty is this, we having a good old time. We at the club. If you're not 18, cover your ears. Okay, so we at the club. And then I'm like, yo, let's take it there. Let's go there. So I go to the ATM. I take out a lot of money, right? Not like $2,000, $3,000. I took out like a stack, like $1,000, and I just gave my boys. I said, here, hold that, right? And then we was just going crazy in the club, you know, she shower or whatever, right? Just being men, just being dumb, like. You know what I mean? Just having a good time. You know what I'm saying? We talk about it to this day, right? And I wouldn't be able to have these moments with these people if I didn't open up to them, or if I had pushed them away and wasn't vulnerable with them, you know? And I feel like that's what more men need. Like, we need a safe space where we could kind of talk to each other about emotions, let check each other, check each other, let us know when we being like irrational and things of that nature. Like, I always talk to my homies. I'll be like, I don't run to them for anything, because, you know, you got to have the ability to self-reflect as well. But like, if something's like I can't figure it out on my own, I'm like, damn, I got to go hit the console out, the console. That's what we call it, the council, the group chat, man. I got to hit my boys up real quick. I usually try not to do that when I'm in a relationship or when I'm dealing with somebody, because I don't want their input to cloud my judgment on, you know, whoever I'm dealing with at the time, or even with my friends. Like, if I'm having an issue with my friend or, you know, girlfriend or something that I'm seeing at the time, I usually try to consult with them. But if it like gets really bad to the point where I just cannot find the answer, and I got to know if I'm tripping, and I give both views, and I'll be like, hey, I did this, she did this. Like, do you think I'm tripping? Take yourself out the situation of being my friend and look at it from an outside POV. Do you think I'm tripping for doing this? Please be 1,000% honest with me. I can take it, right? And then they'll be like, oh yeah, over here I think you was tripping a little bit. Over here I think you was right. Such and such is tripping. You know what I mean? I feel like we need that. And being able to take that kind of a criticism is what I've learned recently. And I'm not going to lie, I feel like that's one of the contributing factors on how I was able to grow out of that whole high school, I'll do everything by myself. Like, now I'm looking for people to help me with my YouTube and things of that nature. I've like, you know what I'm saying, hired someone to help me with the coaching stuff that I'm doing at the moment. If you guys are interested in that, you could click that link in the description. I'm sorry, I had to do it, okay? But back to the point. But yeah, like I'm able to ask for help now. Before, I thought that was like a cowardly move to ask for help. Like, nah, I don't need your help, bro. I'm good. Because anytime, and that's a learned thing, because anytime I'd ask for help in the past, people would brush me off and made me feel like I was a bad person for doing that. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's not like I wanted to ask for help. It's just like I didn't have any other option. You know what I mean? And it just didn't resonate with me. And so I just kind of just shouldered everything by myself. Or an example in the past, I would have women in the past ask me to be more open with them. The minute I try to be open with them, like, I'm a bitch. Like, it's just the most, or like I'm sensitive or something. I'm like, bro, what? You literally just asked me to be open with you. Now I'm a sensitive guy. But, all right, cool. No problem. I try not to think. I know I could be sensitive at times. I'm aware of that. You know what I mean? My mom influenced me a lot. My dad, we just started getting a relationship, so it makes sense, you know what I mean? But I had mentors in my life that were men. I feel like I needed more, but again, my parents did the best that they can, you know what I mean? And I feel like I turned out great thus far. I didn't do anything that like jeopardized the trajectory of my life. I may have changed courses a few times, but that's what life is about. You're not supposed to know exactly where you're going to land. You know, you'll stress yourself out trying to do that. You can have a goal in mind, but life is just a journey the whole time. You know what I mean? And I got to remind myself too, because sometimes I'll be like, man, I just want to make $10,000 a month and I'm good for the rest. You know what I mean? Like, but I'll be like, man, doing the coaching calls, doing the content, doing the job, going outside, having friends, talking to myself and, you know, having conversations in my mind, you know, right before I go to bed, talking to the Lord, the Most High, the universe, all of that. Like, all of those are experiences. And no one has the answer to anything. All we can do is give advice. Nothing is guaranteed. And that's just how I move in life. That's why, like, when people meet me, they're like, bro, you like a ball of fresh energy, bro. I'm like, bro, I just try not to take life too seriously. Even though I ain't gonna lie, I be having high, like, I don't like to use this word because I feel like it's thrown around a lot. But I be having like a lot of anxiety sometimes. I don't like using that word because I don't want to misdiagnose anybody or like disregard anyone that does actually have it, but that's like the best way I can say it. But I be feeling unsure. Let me say that. I be feeling unsure about a lot of things, but I try not to let that overshadow like my actions. Even though I'm unsure about making this video right now. All of the videos I've made, I'll be unsure of it. But then it pops off and I'm like, oh wow, I kind of did it just to kind of express myself, and like it gets a decent amount of views, and now we're at 100,000 subscribers, and like people are booking their coaching calls now, and it's just like, it's awesome. But it's like, at first I just wanted to make this channel more of like a just sit down and talk, give you guys some advice every now and then, and here we are. It's kind of crazy. We're not at our destination yet, but it's awesome coming from a person that like I wanted to be a professional dancer. I have a dance YouTube channel that has over 700,000 subscribers. I talk about it all the time because that was my identity for a long time. And I kind of got depressed about it because like I felt like the only value I had and the only relationships I had was a byproduct because I was a dancer and a content creator and everybody wanted to be in my video. Like no one would hit me up and outside of like, yo, you want to be in my video? I think you want to do this, you want to do that. I'm like, I had to take a step back and like realize like there's people that's going to use you for opportunity, and then there's actual genuine people. And I kind of mixed up the box and the pool just got really weird, you know what I mean? So I had to step back for a moment and really see things for what it is. But I just feel like men, and I know this is not going to change, I just feel like men should protect other men. Especially, we should allow other men to express their emotions and not like down them for that, not call them a wuss or like any of that. Like we should be allowed to express our feelings. I don't know if that's like the right thing to say. I know people in the comment section is going to say I'm a wuss in the comments for even saying that, but like we don't have to be overly aggressive all the time. I don't believe in the term toxic masculinity. I just feel like some people could go too far to the right or to the left in anything. There's always a good balance, you know what I mean? And that's what I try to strive for. And I think that's really just the topic of this video. Y'all let me know your thoughts on the whole thing. And if you made it to this part of the video, type MHE. MHE in the comments. Men have emotions. MHE in the comments if you made it to this part of the video. And let me know what y'all think, man. Let me know if y'all think I'm tripping. And I'll be open to the criticism. But I always say in my videos, if you're going to put something, if you're going to critique or say like an opposing thought or disagree, please do it in a respectful manner, or you will get banned. I be banning people left and right in my comment section. And if I see a comment that's way too much for me, I just stop reading the comments after a while. So that y'all be ruining it for the people that be wanting to have their comments be reacted to, commented on. Y'all be ruining it because I literally sit through my phone every couple hours. I'll be like, let me see what's going on with this video. Or just look at the comment sections in general. I see y'all comments. Y'all be bugging. Somebody said my teeth look like I could bite through a gate. I'm like, bro, what does that have to do with the video? You're banned. And then I put the keywords in the settings on YouTube, just like somebody else told me to do. They finding loopholes to wild out on me, bro. You know what I mean? They finding the loopholes, man. So it's like if somebody wants to do you wrong, they will find a way. Nothing is going to stop them. That's what I'm saying. Like putting certain keywords in the settings, like those are protective measures, but they're going to find a way to like, you know what I mean, be like negative. But I try my best to block. Like my block button hit heavy. Like I wasn't a big fan of doing it before, but now I exercise that shit expeditiously. I don't know if that's the right word, but it sounds right. Expeditiously. Like have some decorum. You know what I mean? But anyway, if you made it to this part of the video, made it to the end of the video, type MHE. And if you guys are interested in, YouTube coaching and all that, because I see that a lot of you guys are interested in that and want to grow your YouTube channels and things of that nature, please feel free to hit that link in the description. It'll also be in the pinned comment. Yeah, I'm kind of booked out crazy right now, so I'm just trying to figure out that. But it's a lot. Like, I feel like that's what a lot of it is too. Like, I'm kind of overwhelmed, but not in a bad way. It's just like, I got work, then I got class, then I got a coaching call. Work, class, coaching call. Then I have like an hour to like play the GameCube or something. You know what I mean? And then relax. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I asked for. So I'm not like, again, I'm expressing my emotions. This is what I'm talking about. I'm not being a bitch. I hate to use that word. I really do. But that is what y'all be saying in the comments. I am not that. I'm simply stating how I feel while I'm doing all this. That doesn't mean I'm going to stop. I'm just simply expressing what I feel right now. Right? Instead of being a person that just starts acting weird because no one knows how you feel. You see what I'm trying to get at? I'm trying not to be that. So please, guys, be respectful in the comments. If not, go suck your mother. And please, if you made it to this part of the video, type MHE and let me know your thoughts on this video. Love you guys a lot.